क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Maharaj Ji has asked me to speak on 6th chapter of Gita with reference to Jnaneshwari, the freelance exposition on Bhagavad Gita done by the great saint in the 7th century in India. Before we go into this, we must get some background about Jnaneshwar Maharaj. He is referred as mother. He was a man, but he is referred as mother. Jnaneshwar Mauli. Today also I got 1 or 2 messages. They call me also Mauli. I make a fun of them. Dadi wali Mauli, what is this thing? So, Swami Ji Mauli should please bless us today on the Mother's Day. Today is the Mother's Day, isn't it? This is how I come to know that I am a mother also. 2 in 1. So, he belonged basically to the Nath Sampradaya. Nath Sampradaya is trans Varnashram Vyavastha. See, in a society, Varna is Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. They are not caste. These are the wrong definition given by the politicians. Varna means Varnanath Varna. So, these are the 4, and the stages of life, they are called as ashrama. So, Brahmacharya ashram, then the Grihastha ashram, Vanaprastha ashram, and Sannyasa ashram. These 2 things together in a society, when it is practiced, that society remains well organized. It is for that purpose this Varnashram Vyavastha is said. But there is another way also. Those who go beyond Varnashram Vyavastha and therefore they fall in the category of Avadhuta or the Nath Sampradaya or Siddha Mahatmas. Now such Mahatmas are unlike you and me. See, they are unlike. We can call them as avatar. Avatar means descending from the higher source for the welfare of the society or the world. Like in the 4th chapter, when Bhagavan says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamya. In the same manner, he comes in different forms, different ways. And such Mahatmas, they are not going through the routine like we go. First KG1, KG2, and then go to the primary school, and then high school, and all kinds of things. No, they are not in that category. See? Therefore, if you see such Mahatmas, their life is either unknown or it is very abnormal. See? For example, take Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He was not having any degree He was not educated. He has not gone and studied somewhere. See, friends, because they are in this world as the will of the God, and they are here for the welfare of the society or the people. In Narada Bhakti Sutra, there is one sutra where it is said, Sat Shastri Kurvanti Shastrani, Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani. What is said in the scriptures? What is the authenticated demonstration of those statements? That is done by these great masters. See? For example, it is said that we should not hurt others, we should love everybody. Saying is different, and demonstrating in life is different. Therefore, all the statements and the authority of the scriptures find fulfillment in the lives of such great masters. And therefore, they are representing God in the mortal frame. This is what we have to understand. Sant Dhaneshwar Maharaj belonged to that category. See, if you see his life, there cannot be more torture and disgust than what life he has gone through. His parents were subjected to commit suicide in the river because of whatever reason. I'll have to cut short the story. And yet, the society tortured them. All bad things we can think of in the fiction, they happened to him and all the four brothers and sisters. And yet, in and through all his writing, there is no bitterness anywhere. See? Therefore, he is called as mother. The children do everything to the mother, good and bad. But mother cannot be bitter towards the children, isn't it? How great it is. So he belonged to this Nath Sampradaya. And Nath Sampradaya, you know, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, there is a story of 9 yogis. And the same 9 yogis have taken avatar as Navanath. And if you see their birth and their story, it is for you and me, it is not you. For me, it will be a cock and bull story. How it is possible? See? Matsyendranath, he was born out of the egg delivered by the fish. And therefore he was called as Matsyendranath. Then Gorakhnath, he came out of the cow dung heap. Therefore Gorakhnath. Kanifnath came out from the ear of the elephant. Charanganath was, when he was a child, a grown up, a young man, his the stepmother wanted something wrong from him, so he refused. Then she went to her husband. In the old days, therefore, one should not get married. So she told all wrong things, that your son is after me. And therefore he got angry and cut his hands and legs. And then he was taken over by Matsyendranath and Gorakhnath, and he became a great Chauranginath. You can see all the stories are totally unlike. And such Mahatmas are here to give us guidance in life. Naturally, like Maharajji was from Bengal, so the prayers, etc., will have Bengali predominance. If you go to Kerala, the Kerala Mahatmas will have the Malayali predominance. It is natural. In the same manner, this Dhaneshwar Maharaj, he being from Maharashtra of that time, he has basically all his literature in Marathi. And in that, he has not written a commentary on Bhagavad Gita. We have to be very clear about it. Because in Nath Sampradaya or Siddha Marga, there is a one-to-one relationship between Guru and Shishya, not in masses. But he has come, he was born on the Janmashtami, so he is considered as the avatar of Bhagwan Krishna. So when he started working, he decided that this path cannot be for everybody. It is not so simple. And therefore, he adopted the path of devotion for the masses. And therefore, although he belonged to the Nath Sampradaya, but he did not give Nath Sampradaya Diksha to the masses. For them, he said, Harimukhe Mana, Punyachi Gadana Kona Kari. Keep on chanting Lord's name, it will take care of everything. Naturally, when he is talking on Bhagavad Gita, he has not written Bhashya. There is a difference. Writing on Bhagavad Gita, word to word, statement to statement, giving the meaning of the words, then etymological derivation, none of that he has done. But then it is called as the Bhavartha Dipika. What is the import of the statement? So, the difference between Bhagwan Shankaracharya's commentary and Dhaneshwara's commentary is this. Bhagwan Shankaracharya was a Bhashyakar. He sat and word by word, like Dharma Kshetre, what is the meaning of Dharma? Kshetra means what? Every word he has analyzed and explained properly. But in case of Dhaneshwari, he don't come across that because he has to bring out the import. What was the purpose of Bhagavad Gita? So he being belonging to the Nath Sampradaya, in Nath Sampradaya, there is one very important spiritual practice, what is called as Kundalini awakening. See, Kundalini awakening is the basis of this Nath Sampradaya or Siddha Marga. Now, on the basis of this, if you study 6th chapter of Gita, you will see nowhere Bhagwan Krishna has referred as Kundalini Marga. But because he was from that path, he has introduced that, which is not here. See, when Bhagwan says, Shucho Deshe Pratisthapya Sthiramasana Atmana Natyuchritam Nati Nicham Chaila Jena Kushottaram Tatre Kagram Manakrutva. When he says, Bhagwan Krishna says, then Sthiram Asanam, on this word, Dhaneshwar Maharaj has written number and number of OVs, they call it, statements. And here we take up now the difference. See, this Kundalini, we have to clearly understand. Kundalini can be explained from 3 standpoints. One is the Kriya Kundalini, second is Prana Kundalini, and the third is Jnana Kundalini. 3 of them. So what is explained here by Dhaneshwar Maharaj was Kriya Kundalini. If you see, he explains 3 bandha. The Moola bandha, Uddayan bandha and Jalandhar bandha. These are the Kriya. And therefore, he explains very exhaustively, take your right leg here, left leg here, and press this, press that, and then pull the apana vayu, and then that is called the Moola bandhana and all that. It is not for you and me. Don't do it. Kundalini practice should be done along with a living guru, one-to-one. See, don't read the book. Don't do like this. No. Never do that. And therefore, many people, when they go into that path, they suffer afterwards. See? But we are exposed to Vedanta. So we can take that. See? So, how Bhagavan started Bhagavad Gita? First principle of Yoga Marga. Anashritaha karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha sa sannyasi cha yogi cha na niragni na cha akriyaha. How important it is. These two, sannyasi and yogi, they are not meant to retire and eat food and sleep. No. Therefore, anashritaha karma phalam, without expecting anything in return. See? Yaha karyam karma karoti. He who is engaging himself in the obligations. Friends, we all have obligations towards our parents, towards our society, and also towards ourselves. Spiritual practice is not social work. Spiritual practice is not doing seva of parents. All the three together. See, whenever we become extremist, we go the wrong way. So, karyam karma karoti yaha. So, when we are with our parents, we serve them. When we are in the society, we serve the society. When we are with ourselves, we should be such a fit instrument that the divine should select us to express through. These are the three karyam karma karoti yaha. Such a one is called as sannyasi. See, Bhagwan Shankaracharya writes in one of his book, who is the sannyasi? See? So beautifully he puts, Dehanyaso hi sannyasaha, naiva kashaya vasasa, naham deho mahatmeti, nishchayam jnana lakshanam. See? Who is the sannyasi? Dehanyasa hi sannyasaha. Freedom from body identification is sannyas. See? And therefore in sannyasa diksha, there is one of the karma that is done that is called as Viraja Homa. In that Viraja Homa, we have given our own Pindadan. See? Like when the parents die, the children do the Pindadan, isn't it? No, Shraddha. So we have done our own Shraddha. And we have done the Pindadan. Therefore, for all practical, technical purposes, we are dead. Therefore, don't touch us. If you touch us, go and take bath. We are dead bodies. See? Naham deho. I'm not the body. See? Dehanyaso hi sannyasaha. Naiva kashaya vasasa. Not by changing the color of the clothes. See? When I was talking somewhere, one person, Swami, then who are you? I said, I am a tailor-made sannyasi. One of my friend is a tailor, and all my clothes throughout my life, he only purchases the cloth and stitches, free. We are a public property, so public takes care. So, in his shop it is written, God created man, we create a gentleman. As God created man, if he comes in the same way out in the public, it will be not good. In the same manner, we become sannyasi, naiva kashaya vasasa. Therefore, friends, this sannyasi is the one. Now, there is another thing associated with sannyasi and yogi. Sannyasi is niragni. Niragni means sannyasi is not supposed to touch fire. He is not supposed to cook. He is not supposed to have bidi. No fire. And yogi is not supposed to be akriya. He should not do anything. Simply sit down. No. Then, as long as we are breathing in this world, we have obligation for the society and everyone. There is no place, time for retirement in life. This is the meaning of sannyasi and the yogi, according to Bhagavan Krishna. And the same thing you can see in the life of Sant Jnaneshwar Maharaj. He took his samadhi at the age of 21. Till then he was working. See, friends. Now, after having said this thing, this is another very important principle Bhagavad Gita brings out. Yam sanyasamiti prahuhu yogam tam vidhi pandava nahi asanyasta sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana. See, what is the sannyasa? No sankalpa. Sankalpa is what? Samyak kalpana. Samyak kalpana means what? We see something and then our mind start projecting. For example, I am seeing these flowers. If I stop here, no problem, world is not created. But if I look at this thing and start thinking, If this flower pot can go somewhere back in the frame of the camera, it will look good, you know. Should it come over here? Samsara has begun. See? No sankalpa. Sankalpa prabhavan kaman tyaktva sarvan asheshataha. No sankalpa. What is the sankalpa? Mind has got two aspects. One is perception and second is projection. We perceive something, samsara is not born. But when perception is followed by the projection, the samsara is created. See? Like a young boy, here there are a few of them, young boy, they see so many girls in the whole world. But they stop there. But one particular dumb girl, this dumb fellow looks at, and after looking at her, then the projection starts. I have come to this temple and I am standing before the Lord. That very moment, the bell rang 10, so I look behind, and there was a girl. Is it a message from God for me? Projection started. And then somewhere or the other, and the more you think about something, it becomes firm. See, friends, therefore, sankalpa prabhavan kaman tyaktva sarvan asheshata. Therefore, the teacher says, nahi asanyasya sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana. Therefore, this is the path of knowledge that Bhagavan is telling. And therefore, he who is wanting to walk the path of yoga, karma karana muchyate, never retire unless you have dispassion. See, friends, without dispassion, if we retire, then we start creating samsara around. One of my, acquaintance in Nasik, there is a nice hotel. When I used to go to Shirdi, we'll take lunch there and then go to Shirdi. Outside that hotel, there is a pan shop. And I like pan. So after lunch, we'll take pan and then go to the Shirdi temple. So there used to be that pan shop person, one sannyasi. Nice big beard and all that, all awkward, everything perfect. And we used to take pan, and for my pan, he never used to take the money. No, this is from my side. I said, then pack one more also. So I can take it afterwards. See? Then you have become a sannyasi and you work to earn bread? No. Niragni. One student asked me this question many years before, maybe about 10, 15 years. Swamiji, you have taught us everything. Now tell me, for me personally, what should I follow strictly in my life? I said, you have done a mistake, now suffer. I told him, you have studied scriptures? Yes. Unless you conduct a satsang, you attain a satsang, or you study any text of Vedanta or Bhagavad Gita thoroughly well, at least for few hours a day, you cannot earn bread. No retirement in life. See, friends, retirement is destroying the opportunity that God has given us to evolve. Never retire in life. Therefore, aruruksho munor yogam, till such time we are at peace with ourselves. And then, yoga rudasya taseva shamak karana muchyate. Therefore, we have to find out where we are. Are we constantly agitated inside, or we are at peace with ourselves? And after having told this, thereafter Bhagavan says, see, Yadahi nendriyartheshu na karmasu anushajyate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudas tadochyate. Therefore, sarva sankalpa sannyasi, no sankalpa. Sankalpa means samyakatva kalpana. We go on imagining. All the spiritual practice is working on the mind, not working on the body. Body will have its own way. See? What will you do by living long? The yogis give you this temptation. If you do yoga, you will be healthy and you will live long. What will you do by living long? One person dies at the age of 15. Other dies at the age of 50. The third dies at the age of 100. The fourth dies at the age of 200. Whatever may be their length of life, childhood is the same, is it not? Is it that a person who dies at the age of 500, his childhood was 50 years? No. Same thing, few years. Thereafter, suffer. And people suffer only in the old age. Therefore, never pray to the Lord, oh Lord, long life. No, quickly finish it off. Hey, friends. Therefore, Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi. Be attentive. Sankalpa happen about the future. About the past, it is only the memory. Mind can survive by these two diets, past memories and future sankalpa. Go on imagining. If I do this, I will go, what will happen? See? And they don't stop only in this life. Swamiji, what happens after death? Sankalpa. पहले मरो तो सही. Die, then we will decide. See? What happens after death? All bluffs, don't get carried away by that. Now, after having told this thing, now we get inspired. Okay. So what is the inspiration? This verse is very important for everybody. Don't put the burden on God. God, lift me. No. Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana. Uddhared. Ut means above. Haret means pull. Lift yourself by yourself. Uddhared atmanam. Atmana, by your own efforts. See, friends, unless we put efforts, the divine help will not come to us. We have to put efforts, sincerely. Because Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu, Atmaiva Ripuratmana. Here Atma means mind. Mind is our enemy and mind is our friend. If the mind is under our control, the mind is our friend. If we are controlled by the mind is our enemy. Now decide. Are we pampering the mind or we are disciplining the mind? See, friends, there is no compromise on the discipline of the mind in life. When the mind is born, the moment we are out of the sleep, mind is born. And thereafter makes us miserable. See, I go to that retreat and then the people say, get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock on that. These old people have nothing to do, get up 4 o'clock in the morning. Again we sleep. Slowly the same mind will enslave us. See? And then we feed the psychiatrist. We go to them, I am very depressed, dejected. Okay, sit there, face that side. Don't look at me and talk what you have to talk. And the psychiatrist is reading James Hadley's. And that poor fellow talks everything. Now, one session is over, $100. Go. So earlier he had a mental problem. Now he has a financial problem. Why? Because our mind is ruling us. See? It is so important. Mind cannot take us for granted. And therefore, there is only one way. Mind must be disciplined. No way. Disciplined mind alone can contemplate and think. Indisciplined mind reacts. See, friends, Thereafter, the technique is given that we have to now start sadhana. Now, this sadhana, I'll tell you from this three Kundalini point of view. First Kundalini, according to Jnaneshwar Maharaj, is Kriya Kundalini. So there he explains very in great detail where to take the right heel and fix where, and then take the left heel and fix where, and then do the apana, pull your sphincter up, and then the air, the apana vayu is pulled upward, and in this manner, apana vayu is not allowed to go down. So you are slowly holding from below, nothing can leak out. That is the Moola Bandha. And then there comes the Jalandhar Bandha, wherein when you are doing it, then slowly your energy comes up, and then your chin will go in your throat, and in this manner you will feel quiet. That is the Jalandhar Bandha. Don't get lost in that. It is not our bite. The second Kundalini is the second Kundalini I heard from one of my friend who is an Aghori. You know Aghoris? They, one of the says of, path is Aghori path. So, and he's a Bengali. So, he used to tell me, once we are sitting together, about 8, 10 of them, and their sadhana is at night, Nishachar. And in between there is a fire, and then drinks and drugs and smoking and everything going on. I was sitting there. And then they started dancing and all that, and singing and all that. Then I was sitting quiet. Old among them, after about 7, 8 hours, he came to me and he said, Maharaj, Bengalis, Maharaj, apnar ashan, your sitting, your posture is very steady. I am observing you. Physically, you have not moved for 8 hours. Mentally, there was no struggle in your mind. How can you keep it like this? So, my guru came to my help. I told you who is my guru? Your children. They taught me how to reply the question. I don't know. All American children, ABCD, they have got this Vyavriti, Om Bhur Bhur Swaha, then Tasavitur Varenya. Ask anybody, they cannot say one sentence straight away. Bhur Bhur Swaha. And then the mantra comes, I don't know. So I use that technique. I said, I don't know. See, friends. So he told me, Maharaj, what you have to do, you have to take deep breath and hit it on the Muladhara chakra. And then from there you come out from the front slowly and again enter from the Sahasrara. And again breathe in. And again hit strong on the Muladhara. And by this slowly, your Muladhara chakra will be opened up. Because the technical word they use is chakra bheda, opening of the chakra. And when you do it for some time, then your Kundalini will start rising above. Then one by one, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, then Manipur, then Anahata, Vishuddha, and Agya Chakra and Sahasrara. This is how, this is called as Prana Kundalini. This is also, don't work on this. Whatever you heard, forget about it. That you will start doing. Then the third is Jnana Kundalini. We are studying Vedanta, so I am telling you from that point of view. See? These 7 chakras that we have, they are not structural entities. They are only psychic. They are not structural. Now, what is the Meaning of the seven chakras according to knowledge, Vedanta. Mooladhar chakra is an experience where body identification is confirmed. Moola Adhar. What is the foundation of our life? Body identification. When we are identified with the body, then we come to the Swadhisthana chakra. Swadhisthana chakra is a place for desire, kamana. Unless we are identified with the body, there cannot be desire. Second chakra. And then what is our life? Fulfilling the desires. If we have to write our biography, what we will write? Right from childhood, we are trying to fulfill the desires, yet they are not fulfilled. Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes for us, बालस्तावत् क्रीडासक्तः तरुणस्तावत् तरुणीरक्तः वृद्धस्तावत् चिन्तासक्तः परमे ब्रह्मणि कोऽपि न रक्तः भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दम्. So our desires have no end, and that is called as the greed. So three things: body identification, Mooladhar, at the base of the spine, then the Swadhisthana at the base of the genitals, and then the Manipur chakra is at the base of the umbilicus. These are the three locations where these three entities are functional. They are only functional entities, not structural. And all of us live only within these lower three chakras. And that is why Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, Trividham narakas sedam dwaram nashanam atmanaha kama krodhas tatha lobaha tasmat etatrayam tyajet. So our whole life is only fulfill the desire. If desires are not fulfilled, anger comes. If desires are fulfilled, greed comes. See? Tasmat, therefore, trayam tyajet. Therefore, Vedanta tells us fulfillment of desire is not spiritual practice. See? I was telling the other day somebody here only. First was Shirdi Sai Baba. Then came Satya Sai Baba. Now his own student and disciple, now he is Madhusudan Sai. In any organization, cat continues. And I watch from a distance. It's a fun for me. So when I went to this third one, we had a nice satsang and all that. Huge crowd, thousands. And then one of his followers, he asked me, Swamiji, tell us these three Sai Babas, what exactly we should understand. I said, first, Shirdi Sai Baba. He was helping in curing your diseases. You can read his life charitra. Somebody got something, he'll go, he will give something, he will be all right. It's all right. Then Vibhuti put it here, your headache gone if you have. Headache, I mean. Then the second one came the Satya Sai Baba. He was fulfilling the desires, not removing the diseases. That is secondary. So if you want something, he will create and give you. See? I also got number of things from him. See? I got the Shiva Linga, I got the Mercury Linga. Without asking, it comes to me. So your desires are fulfilled by the second avatar. Now this third one, what he is doing? I said, now he is helping you come out of this and focus attention on your own self. Therefore, he invited me to talk on Brihadaranyaka Upanishad and other Upanishads. He said, enough of health, enough of fulfilling desire, now focus on something higher. Know yourself. So, first is the Kriya Kundalini, second is the Prana Kundalini. Now, third we are talking about, according to this Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna, Jnana Kundalini. See, friend. Now, what is the meaning of Chakra Bheda? Bheda is a Sanskrit word. It's not only Veda means piercing and opening. No, that is not the only meaning. Veda also means secret. What is the secret of your beauty? I take Lifebuoy soap every day in breakfast. Oh. The secret. So, what is the secret of these chakras? The secret of the chakras is that Mooladhara chakra means body identified. That is the secret. Then Swadhisthana chakra or Bheda, secret is what? Freedom from desires. The secret of the Manipur chakra, no more entertaining greed. When we rise above these three chakras, then we enter the Anahat chakra. Now, what is the Anahat chakra? Anahat chakra is the one where we start working on our mind. Friends, a seeker is born when he starts working on the mind. He who is living in lower three chakras, he is a samsari. What is the definition of samsari? People ask all kinds of questions. What is the meaning of samsari? I said, one young boy, nicely happy, healthy, no reason. But one day, he went and caught hold of some sari and he became a samsari. Why should carry sari? So till such time you are holding on to the lower three chakras, you are a samsari. And when you start working on the mind, then the direction of your life changes from dogward to the Godward. The first principle, we have to discover and accept it, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Everything happens only to the mind. Nothing happens to the body. See? In one of my talk, I have given this example. This right toe had some kind of growth, small red one, like a strawberry. And one person came, did namaskar. This happened in Mumbai. And he touched my feet. And he says, Swamiji, what has happened to your right toe? There is something growing there. I said, that is the wisdom toe. He said, this is not a matter of joke. It will trouble you afterwards. I said, then what do I do? You have to operate it. I said, okay, I'll go to the doctor. He said, I am a doctor. I can do it. I said, come on, free. Free, I am ready to take even poison. Free, it should not be. So, I went to his clinic, sat on the chair, put my foot on the stool. He gave local anesthesia. And after that was given after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he says, how you sit for some time, I'll come back. So I had no choice, sit there. He came with a rubber hammer and hit there. He said, how do you feel? I said, I'm feeling very emotional. You took so much time to come. Not that. Then I'm hitting you. There, how do you feel? I said, where you are hitting, I don't know. That means that local anesthesia was set properly. He said, now you can watch the operation. He took the scalpel, cut, and then whatever was there, he removed it. I was so happy. I mean, it has come out completely. No roots are left. Very good. Then the blood is oozing out, his stitch, and I was watching that. I thought, I am realized. No pain. I am the greatest yogi on the earth for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, again the pain started. Oh God. That day I discovered this principle. Everything happens only to the mind. Nothing happens to body. Friends, how much time and energy we take to take care of our body? Organic food, exercise, and this thing, that thing. What care we have taken? about our mind? Zero. A seeker is born when he or she starts working on their mind. Therefore, mind your mind is the message of Bhagavad Gita. If you want to understand Bhagavad Gita in 2 words, disease that we all have is mamata. Don't go to West Bengal. Disease is mamata. And the solution is samata. Samatvam yoga uchyate. And both mamata and samata, they are not with reference to body, but in the mind. See, friends, unfortunately, neither our parents, nor our teachers, nor anybody taught us how to think. We are never taught. We only imagine that because the thoughts come in my mind, therefore I am a thinker. See? Because there is a vegetation, is it a garden? It could be a forest also. Garden and forest, both the places there is plantation. We go to the forest, we are afraid. Garden, we enjoy. We are afraid of our own mind because it is the forest. See? And what is the garden? Plantation, but proper spacing, pruning, proper taking care. In the forest, wild. Our mind runs wild in this world. We have never worked on it. See? Therefore, in Jnana Kundalini, when we come to the Anaha Chakra, then that is our second birth. You are born again. Now, from here onward, life is no more extrovert. See, friends, extrovertedness is holding on to this world. See, what we call dry garbage. See, go to your houses and see how many things are there which you have not used for months and years together. In Mumbai, I was with one of my Tamilian family friends. So he came from Japan. And after studying there for 5, 6 months, and in a very big position he was in L&T, and he told me while we were taking lunch, Swamiji, please tell my wife, nothing is free. They want to get the work through us. Please tell my wife, I have learned inventory management in Japan. Anything which is not used for last 6 months should be thrown out of the house. She doesn't understand what to do. So I looked at her. She was preparing dosha. Swamiji, please tell your friend, please tell your friend that I have not used it for last 6 months. Throw him out. See, friends. See, friends. How much garbage we have collected in our life. It's called dry garbage, sukha kachra. And the second one is the wet garbage, gila kachra. Friends, fighting with an enemy is not a problem. This is Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna's problem was not the war. It was not the battle. It was my guru, my grandfather. How can I kill them? Meaning what? If it is your guru, your grandfather, I have no problem. So where is the problem? Problem is not outside, in the mind. And this mind, we have never learned how to take care of our mind. See, friends. And then when you start working on your mind, then one day by God's grace, you come to know, as I give my example, everything happens only in the mind. Nothing happens to the body. When a person is in coma, there is nothing happening to him or her. But those who are around, those who have to pay the bill, they come and tell us, Swamiji, we can't see the suffering of the Amma, please pray, go out to God, that she should what? Recover? Yeah, uthao. See? It happened in a Gujarati family, therefore I am telling you. So after that, when I came back, then after third day, the man came. Swamiji, how are you? I said, I am perfectly all right. Do you remember me? I said, I have forgotten God. Where will I remember human beings? No, no, that day you came to our house for food 3 days before. I said, it is all gone out. It is not there now. 3 days food, who will remember? Over. After that, so much food has come and gone. I don't keep account. No, no, no. Our Dadima was not well. She was in coma and you blessed her. Then my heart started coming out. What happened now? Whether she survived, he has come to kill me. Or she died because of my blessing, people die. Then he said, see, we could not see her sufferings, After you prayed to the Lord, God heard your prayers and she relieved her. I said, look here, now come to the point. A person who is in coma never suffers. A person who has to pay the bills, he suffers. Marte bhi nahi. See, friends, work on the mind. Then you will come to know these things. Mind has got two aspects. One is perception. Second is projection. See? Perception is common for all. Projection is individual. See? Like same example. We are all seeing the flowers. Everybody's projection is different. Somebody will think, if I cut in after the satsang is over, I'll cut it, make a nice mala out of it, and tomorrow it will be used, It will not go waste. Here I have seen in America, they use recycled mala. After it is over, they take it out and put it back in the fridge. Next day, Swami, I said, why are you cheating? You same mala yesterday. Object is the same, projections are different, is it not? How important it is. Therefore, we have to work on the mind means our old habit of projections should be stopped. And that is what our Maha Mantra is. Dekho, suno, perception. Mat bolo, no projection. Friends, let our mind be like the mirror. Mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing, retains nothing. And a mirror doesn't have memory. Therefore, mirror doesn't have a personality. Let our mind be like this. Therefore, our Mahamantra is, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. Don't create friends, don't create enemies. Be friendly with everyone. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha. Maitra means be friendly. See? So once our reaction in the outer world is controlled to a great extent, then you can start working inside. See? Then the yogis will tell you, you do pranayam. Yes, pranayam is good. Do it. But for what? See? Like every day we have to go to toilet. We have to go for urination to remove the unwanted stuff from the body. Exactly the same, be very attentive. We keep on eating whole day, and the food is, some part of it is digested, used for tissue building and giving energy to the various organs. Part of it is used for energy provision, and that which is not used at all, useful, it is excreted through the body. Matter is in three forms: solid, liquids, and gaseous. Solids and liquids go out. We know that. Now these metabolic toxins which are produced as a result of the type of food we eat, it keeps on accumulating in our blood, and our blood becomes saturated with those toxins. Those toxins are responsible for acting as a stimulus for the mind to emit thoughts. Then, when the blood becomes saturated with those toxins, it goes and settles in the joints. There is a space there. Therefore, it is called as Sandhivat. These are the toxins. They come over here. And therefore, when we break, some sound comes. Nothing is broken. What is that cut sound? It is nothing but the toxins are accumulated. They work on the heads of the bone. They work on the cartilaginous disc if it is there. They work on the synovial fluid, it is dried, and therefore all the joint problems begin. And therefore, like we have to go every day to the toilet, etc., 2-3 times a day, we must do pranayam at least twice a day, maximum for 5 minutes at a time. That will bring out all the toxin gases from our system. Second point, mind and the body, they are held together by this prana, like the stamp and the envelope is held together by the glue. So the prana is the glue between the mind and the body. See, make it very clear. Now, if you are wrongly pasted the stamp on a wrong envelope, and then you realize, but if you peel it off, it will be torn away. Thank you. It will be torn away. So, what we do, we take that envelope along with the fixed stamp in the water and put it there. The glue will be diluted. You can peel off without destroying the stamp. Same way, body and the mind, they are so strongly attached to each other that the mind cannot think other than with reference to that body. What will I get? What will I get? What will I get? What should I do? Why should not I do? Because mind cannot think without a proper reference. And the only reference we all have is only our body. Therefore, my house, my property, my wife, my children, my parents. In the deep sleep, our body identification is dropped. No thoughts. These are the things about the mind we have to learn. Now, if we are convinced of this, then what will be the spiritual practice? Spiritual practice will be attainment of freedom from body identification. First step on the spiritual path is this. This is Jnana Kundalini. And once we are convinced of this, then we start working on the mind. Okay. Now what is the mind has to be done? So mind, when it perceives, it starts projecting. So what is to be the sadhana? Jnana Kundalini. Dekho suno mat bolo. No need. Second thing, one mantra is, who asked you? This who asked you mantra, you know where I got it? I got this mantra in Badrinath many years before. Finished the morning darshan of Bhagavan Badrinath, 4 o'clock. And then I came and there was one Bhagwati Amma, she is no more now. Very sweet, sweet Amma. Nepali. That time I was young and she was so sweet. Give me nice food to eat and chocolates. I used to like her, therefore. Then one day I came from the darshan in the morning and she used to chant the whole Bhagavad Mahapuran by heart. So great she was. Every time she'll chant one chapter. I came and sat with her. I said, Mama, I have decided. No more lectures hereafter. She started laughing. Why are you laughing? Is it a joke or what? He said, there cannot be a better joke than this. Why? Who asked you? Did Narayana ask you whether you want to give lectures or not? No, he didn't ask me. Did I ask you whether you want to give lectures or not? No, you didn't ask me. Then she said, who asked you this question that you are answering? Can there be a better wisdom than this? How much we keep on talking? Oldies particularly. Bring the dead past. This is such a great mantra. Who asked you? Hey friends, whenever we talk to others, we talk about the past. Past belongs to the body. And when we talk about the past, be attentive. The body identification becomes stronger and stronger. All your spiritual practice goes to dogs. Hey friends, trust anything or anybody, don't trust the mind. Then what to do? There is a mantra for that also. Mantra is, first is, do not talk to yourself. Because mind expresses as words. All these psychic patients, they keep on talking to themselves. There are two stages. There are some people, why most of us keep on talking to ourselves, but others don't hear that. See, on anywhere, airport, keep on talking. Uh, Such people call themselves as sentimental, meaning ready to become mental. Both of them same type. Sentimental people talk to themselves, others cannot hear. Mental people talk to themselves, others can hear. See, friends, therefore, take it as the highest spiritual practice. Whatever, you start with 1 minute. For 1 minute, do not talk to yourself. Mind will dissolve in consciousness. Consciousness expresses as mind, mind expresses as words, words express as world. So the words are a bridge between Paramatma and the world. Destroy that bridge. Start with 1 minute. Don't talk to yourself. At this thing, what exactly happens? Like the ice cube, if it is left in the waters, after some time, it gets dissolved in the water. Because ice cube and water, both are water only. Water with the shape is ice cube, and ice cube without the shape is water. Cause is the mind, effect is the words. The effect always dissolves in the cause. Is one technique. Second technique, when we talk to others, before we talk to others, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? I should not say, but our neighbor's daughter-in-law is far better than our daughter-in-law. I should not say, hey Mahamaya, when you know this, why don't you keep your mouth shut? We just can't keep our mouth shut. We have to talk. See, the energy wastage in speaking is maximum. Physical work you do, the energy required for talking is 10 times more. And you keep on thinking, energy is 100 times more consumed. Therefore, when we are able to recognize this working of the mind, slowly, slowly, we will be going beyond the mind. That is what Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. That when the mind is no more agitated, no more disturbed, no more frustrated, then Brahma Bhutaha, the mind has gone back to Paramatma, Brahma Bhutaha. Now our mind, if it has gone back to Paramatma, the divinity, then what are the symptoms? Symptoms are Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. You remain ever cheerful. Cheerful doesn't mean laughing like a mad person, no. Living at zero complaint level. No complaints. Prasannatma. Now, what is the meaning of Prasannatma? Always cheerful and happy, meaning na shochati, doesn't bring the dead past in the present. Na kangshati, doesn't go on imagining what will happen in the future. As a result, he is 100% in present. 100% presence is devotion. Mad bhaktim labate param. The devotion is being one with Bhagavan. See, one of your arti that you see, I don't know all the words, but he who is the light in the heart, isn't it? There is some words. When you chant in, I understand, but words I don't remember. Ha, Jyoti re Jyoti, in the Hridaya. All of lights, you know. These lights can remove only darkness. That light removes both knowledge and darkness. You go beyond knowledge and darkness. That is what is the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So when you have thus worked on your Anahat Chakra, then you come to that Jyotira Jyoti. So you have migrated from the Anahat Chakra, now you have come to the Vishuddha Chakra. Technically it is called as Atma Khyati. Now you are no more living as a body or anybody, but you are functioning through the body without becoming anybody. Atma Khyati. Now such a person, such a Mahatma, he continues his sadhana as devotion to the Lord. Then he comes to discover that what is here is everywhere. That is what is called as the Am Brahmasmi Anubhuti. So he migrates from his Vishuddha Chakra to the Agya Chakra. Coming up to here, we are still in the Prakriti. And from Vishuddha Chakra to the Sahasrar is the journey in the mind. And then mind ultimately dissolves in pure consciousness. This is the GPS. And this journey is not in time. This journey is not in space. In this journey, we don't get anything. We don't reach anything. We don't reach anywhere. We just come to be what we are. From the virtual to the actual. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.